Hi everyone, I got a little package from Amazon Prime yesterday, and so I wanted to share with you. So basically it's very small, just 3 pieces, but I have ordered the mini ink blending foam pack, which is 20 pieces, and the mini ink blending tool. So you get 2, and you also get 2 of the foams each. So these are designed by Holtz. I remember seeing a video where he said that he designed a round one, so I think, yeah, so he designed these for Ranger. And the reason I ordered them is because I want to try these stems with like stencils and things like that in different techniques. So I did need some sort of you know, blending tool with that, and it's going to be quite convenient. So they're quite sort of nice to hold with, they look nice. I'm just going to open the package quickly. So that's what they look like, and quite nicely made. Black handle with a wooden head, and then you basically just really easily dispose of these or change color. So predominantly, or the way it's advised to do is, so for example, you pick a color, and then this is carved pumpkin, and then you stick your little sponge and dab it on into the ink, obviously, and then use it on your project. And then when you're done with this color, stick it in here like so. These little ink pads are designed to keep the little blending foam, so they fit in perfectly, and that way you would have every color ready to go. So if you need to use it, you don't need to go into a new color obviously every time and dispose and just throw them away. So you can kind of save them like that, and then just go in, pick it up, etc. So that's how you do it. And the other thing is that, yeah, then you can keep them in the, so you put them like that, and then you just slide them into their places, and they stay in the tin box if that's how you want to keep them. So that's what I ordered, and I'm looking forward to try these out. The other thing that I have ordered is this Paper Mania embossing powder in Seafoam white. Now, to be honest with you, when I looked at the picture, it looked white, it didn't look off-white, and it seems to be an off-white. So I'll see how I get on. I really just wanted a pure white color, so I will do some videos using this little powder bottle or jar. And yeah, so that's it. So today's video is quite short. I just wanted to tell you about these Holtz blending tools, because they're quite neat. And also I've seen him in a video talk about that. First he designed these kind of rectangular blending tools, but because of the corners you would have trouble to kind of, you know, avoid that edge. And so then he went for a circle shape, and what that does, when you dab it, it kind of doesn't have that harsh edge. You can easily create a smooth blended edge. So yeah, I thought that was very neat, and I have finally got these. So okay, because the video ended up being so short, I decided to actually demonstrate to you. So let's do this first one together. So I've got the sponge on, and I'm going to go into the first color, which is the Squeezed Lemonade, and I'm going to just dab it on like so. And because they're new, they will need to be worked into quite a bit to get the ink. It's not, these ink pads are not sort of saturated with colour as I thought. I thought they'd be very juicy. They don't seem to be like that. I'm really working hard and pressing hard. So anyway, let's have a look what we can get. So that's very pale. So on a swatch, this is the squeezed lemonade right here, so you can see how bright it is. And when I'm doing it with this blending tool, it doesn't seem to get as much of the ink out of it. That's strange, because when I saw Tim Holtz do it, he got really a lot of color. Okay, so now it's starting to work. Mind you, there are little black, like fuzzily kind of things on the sponge, which I'll have to just swipe with a brush once the ink is dry. Okay, so you have to just be quite persistent and go in a few times, especially because the sponge is new. It's just needs to get that ink a little bit into the sponge. So now I'm going to take off the sponge and put it in the back like so, and I can use it next time, which means next time it should be a little bit easier. So I'm going to go for a wild honey now, and I'm going to create like an ombre kind of look. So when you do it first time, don't get a bit surprised why nothing is happening. Just be quite persistent with it, I suppose. So it's very little color, as you can see, coming off, but I can get a little bit onto here and then just kind of blend the edges like so. There we go, now I'm getting a lot more. Okay. So now it's kind of, it seems to have hardly anything on there, but you can see that over here there's quite a bit of colour. So I'm going to put this one back in and go for a more orangey colour. And that's going to be spiced marmalade. So I'm going straight in like so. And so that would make a nice journal background, you know, if you want to add a little bit of color to your page. Keeping in mind that these are distress inks, you can then spray them with a bit of water and get some color going, some distress kind of look. So this is my ombre. It's looking a little bit messy, but I think with the distress inks, the more texture you get, the better it looks, from my understanding. So I'm just going to leave it at that because I don't want to spend too much time talking about these inks. I will do separate videos where I'll show you 5 different ways of using them. but that's just to show you how these blending tools work, and if you had a stencil you could stencil images through, etc, etc. So anyways, thanks for watching and see you soon.